Join me as I dive deep into the question, what really draws people together? I'm going to explore different perspectives and see if I can uncover the truth. When we think about what brings people together, we often focus on surface-level things like physical attraction or shared interests. But are these really the key factors that create lasting connections? I think we've all had experiences where we've been drawn to someone, only to realize that it wasn't as deep as we thought. So, what's really going on here? Understanding what truly brings people together is a complex challenge. It's easy to look at relationships and think we know what makes them work. But the truth is that human connections are messy and multifaceted. Shared experiences can create a bond, but they're not the only factor. Our values, personality traits, and even our surroundings all play a role in shaping our relationships. And then there are the intangible things, like emotional connections and chemistry, that can be hard to put into words. Research in psychology and sociology has given us some insight into the nuances of human connection. Studies have shown that empathy is a crucial component of any successful relationship. When we can understand and relate to others, we're more likely to form a deep bond. Communication is also key, as it allows us to share our thoughts and feelings with each other. But there's more to it than just talking. Nonverbal cues, body language, and even our surroundings can influence how we connect with others. One study that's particularly interesting is the concept of emotional contagion, where we catch and mirror the emotions of those around us. This can create a powerful connection, but it also means that we need to be mindful of the energy we're bringing into a relationship. By being aware of our own emotions and how they impact others, we can build stronger, more meaningful connections. And it's not just about romantic relationships. These principles apply to friendships, family bonds, and even professional relationships. Let me share a story that I think illustrates this perfectly. A few years ago, I met a woman who had just gone through a tough breakup. We struck up a conversation, and I was amazed by how quickly we connected. We didn't have a lot in common on paper, but we both shared a love of hiking and a quirky sense of humor. As we talked, I realized that it was more than just those surface-level things. We were both vulnerable and open with each other, and that created a deep sense of trust and understanding. This story shows that it's often the little moments, the unexpected connections, that can have the biggest impact. When we're willing to be vulnerable and open with others, we create space for deeper connections to form. And it's not always easy. It takes courage to be ourselves, to let our guard down and truly connect with others. But the payoff is worth it. So, what can we take away from all this? I think the key is to understand that human relationships are complex and multifaceted. There's no one-size-fits-all formula for connection. But by being aware of the factors that influence our relationships, we can build stronger, more meaningful bonds with others. And that's what it's all about. Creating connections that bring joy and fulfillment to our lives. If you've had experiences that have taught you what really draws people together, I'd love to hear about them in the comments. And if you're interested in exploring more about social dynamics and human relationships, be sure to check out my related videos. I think you'll find them really insightful.